Happy Sunday, my friends. Hope you are all doing well. Today is Sunday, June 29th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you're watching live right here on YouTube, if you are live, please pop in and say hello. And if you're watching the replay, please let me know if you are watching the replay as well. I love it when you guys comment that you're watching or rewatching the replay. Hello, good morning, Patty. Welcome in. Whether you are new here or returning, my friends, welcome. If you are new here, my name is Tammy Civello, and welcome to Cards by TLC. Okay, I need to calm down because I am so excited about today. I am going to share with you a very quick, easy, and I mean highly addicting technique that I learned from my dear friend Patty Bennett here in the chats. Oh my God. It is what we are calling the 2-second swiping technique. Oh my gosh, you guys. So like I need to calm down. And I only had like half of a cup of coffee. So this excitement is all natural and all authentic. Today I'm going to share with you a couple embossing folders that I tried out on this technique and why one in particular is my favorite. The two embossing folders that I've tried out are Happy Hibiscus and our brand new online exclusive Sunflower folder. They are both 3D embossing folders, which this technique works the best on. Fair warning, the Sunflower is an online exclusive that becomes available at midnight Mountain Time on July 1st. So if you're on the West Coast and you're up at 11 o'clock, I would highly recommend get this. And if you're a demonstrator, you can get it right now. Because I have a feeling that after the first, this might go unorderable and not available really, really fast. I don't know, but if you are as excited as a lot of demonstrators that I have seen online are, definitely want to grab this because it's an online exclusive. Sometimes they bring it back, sometimes they don't. If they're popular, they do sometimes bring it back. So fingers crossed that it will stay in our online store for a very long time because it is amazing. So like I said, my favorite is the Sunflower, but I did play with the Happy Hibiscus because I thought it would work, and it does work. It's just not quite my favorite. Welcome, Jan. Hello, welcome in. So we're going to show both today just so you can kind of see where we go with this. I absolutely love this. And I seriously want to thank Patty Bennett for this addiction because you will see how fun and addicting this is. And please, if you were not on her live this past Friday, please check out her video. It was absolutely amazing. She showed different designer papers. She showed it on two-tone cardstock. I'm going to be showing you on regular cardstock today and a couple of designer papers, but she went all out for a solid hour. And I did link her video in the description box below so you can see all of her amazing samples that she created. Like I said, she pulled in so many different designer papers, but I'm going to show a couple of them. Now, if you have seen where you add ink to the embossing folder, sorry, I was looking at my notes. If you've seen in the past where you've added your ink to your embossing folder, this kind of gives the same look. In my opinion, it's super messy, and if you're changing out colors, you're scrubbing and wiping clean your embossing folder, and it's hard to get in the grooves and crevices. You can stain your embossing folder. So this technique is fantastic. It's quick and easy, and it won't mess your embossing folder. Now this is messy a little bit. Your fingers will get inky, but you can put on some gloves if you don't want the messy fingers. I don't mind the messy fingers. So let's go ahead and get started. So I like to start with, let me bring in the sunflower. So I like to start with a 4 by 5¼ inch panel piece. Because I'm cutting those down to my card bases anyway, it's a great starting point. And you can fit, because this is the large embossing folder, you can fit 2 panel pieces in there. You can fit quarter panels, but it's an extremely tight fit, so I like to cut mine down to 4 by 5¼ So I always like to have those on hand. So I have already pre-embossed. These are the 3D embossing folders, and if, just as a reminder, if you are using the Stampin' Up embossing cut and emboss machine, you're going to want to have plate 1, and then your embossing folder, and then the dark gray plate 4, and you run that through your machine. And like I said, you can fit 2 panels on here, and you can do 2 in 1, which is great because we're working with both the embossed side and the debossed side today. So let's go ahead and get started and play. It's all about playing. So I did the Happy Hibiscus embossing folder, and these are the samples that I kind of came up with. They're not my favorite. Like I said, we'll show you a little bit today. I found that the debossed side works fine. You could still see this swipe, and that could have been my heavy hand. I need to be really light with this technique. But this is the deboss side, and it's not horrible. And like I said, the emboss side wasn't quite my favorite. However, I found that the cubes work really nicely with the embossed side of the Happy Hibiscus. And here I did was I inked up some of our blank cube uninked Stampin' spots. And because this is felt, it absorbs the ink really nicely and goes on really nicely. And if you are looking for a good cloud cover, I would highly recommend grabbing an ink spot and using the cloud cover re-inker, because the solid full-size ink pad in the cloud cover, there was some chemical issues. So to get the true cloud cover, I use an ink spot. And then I did add some white craft ink to the white one just so I can play with the white. So let's just go ahead and play with just the Happy Hibiscus just for a minute. We're going to give a lot of love to the sunflower because that is my favorite. Let me go ahead and come in here with an ink spot, and I'm going to start with cloud cover. And I'm actually going to do my crafting ink one on this and go in circle motions. And for the reasoning that I think the sunflower works best is there's not a lot of background. And this white one is perfect for this. So if you have a bunch of ink spots, or you can get some ink spots online or create your own ink spots, the Happy Hibiscus does work nicely. It's really soft. This is with the white craft ink. Let me come in with the cloud cover. Those are the two that I have in ink spots. And again, coming in with a light hand in circle motion with the ink spots are fantastic on both folders. So look how pretty that actually is. So it's not horrible. I like the soft look of it. Look how gorgeous that is, actually, to be honest. That is so pretty together. You never thought about making a white spot? Yeah, I was gonna do my craft ink patty, my full ink pad, which is fine. It's gonna work great on some of the other stuff. But because of the happy hibiscus and needing to the ink spots work best with this folder, I think that's at least what I found the answer to making it on the embossed side. Now the debossed side, you can certainly do the same swiping technique. I really liked it on Daffodil Delight. And I can't wait to get more two-tone paper, because two-tone, you have your light side and your dark side. Kind of reminds me of Star Wars. You have both the dark side and the light side. So adding the white craft ink in circular motion on this one works fantastic. So that is the happy hibiscus. Now I have some card bases here. Let's go ahead and put one on. And I am going to be pulling my sentiments from my card candy bowl. Have that on hand. I love my card candy bowl for quick and easy cards. This is a fantastic technique to have a bunch of card bases just done up really nicely ahead of time, and then you can add whichever sentiment you would like to add on. That's what I like to, that's why I love about my card candy bowl. I love to have a bunch of card fronts made up because we can add any sentiment we like. You can add another layer on there behind there, and all this technique needs is just a card front and a sentiment, maybe some ribbon, maybe some embellishments, but you can have a ton of these made up in a box and just grab as you need. So this technique, oh my gosh, so fun. Thank you, Patty, for coming up with this different idea, because like I said, I've seen other demonstrators put the ink in the embossing folders, and messy, messy, messy. Okay, so that was the hibiscus. Let me show you some samples that I came up with for the sunflower. So with the sunflower, you start with your, this is Lemon Lolly, and you happen to have just the embossed image, which is fantastic. And it really looks pretty on different designer papers. But let me show you really quick. What do I want to start with? Let me show you. Where are my different piles? So I have my designer papers. And since I have those samples made up, let's start with the designer papers. So Patty had different designer papers that she played with. I happened to grab the in color designer paper. This is Darling Duckling. Look how pretty even the splotchy Darling Duckling is. It's not as green showing as it has been. Here is the stripes in cloud cover. I found working with the lightest in the designer papers work fantastic with this. So let's show what it looked like. I'm going to start with the cloud cover, and I'm going to pull Balmy Blue. Where is my Balmy Blue? I thought I was going to pull Balmy Blue. Hold on, it might still be on my table. It is. I didn't grab that one. And here's the magic. So we are going to take the top portion of our ink pad. We're going to angle that and just slightly swipe down Look at the magic. You want a very light hand. You can always add, you can't take away. And I'm coming down at an angle, and all of your ink will go away on the tip top of your ink pad. You definitely want to have some re-inkers on hand, but look how stunning that is on Balmy Blue with the cloud cover. It almost looks tropical. You see the cloud cover stripes in there. This is Balmy Blue with Pretty Peacock. So just adding a layer on that. This is Coastal Cabana and Pretty Peacock. So you're getting 3 different looks by just adding those colors. I absolutely am so addicted. I know the Darling Duckling is amazing. I'm going to play with that in just a minute. I think I'm going to do, I might add the Darling Duckling. I'm going to probably start with Darling Duckling just to see what it looks like, but Crushed Curry is going to be one that I definitely want to try. So there is just Balmy Blue. Oh, I'm telling you, just I think the honestly pulling out your designer papers and seeing what works is fantastic. So let's do the Darling Duckling as is. Again, this is the opposite side of the flower pattern. So this is the 2025-2027 in color 6x6 designer paper. So we have Darling Duckling and Crushed Curry. I'm scared to put the Darling Duckling ink on this, but we're going to try. We're going to try. It might turn it a little greenish undertone, but we're going to see. Oh, that's pretty. That's not green at all. Ooh, that is stunning. I love that. That is a good way to use your Darling Duckling ink. Let's try maybe some Crushed Curry on top of that, slightly to darken it up. Ooh, and I'm just gonna just kind of splatter that. Oops, I kind of got a little heavy right there with the ink pad, but that's okay. You definitely want a very light hand on this and just kind of splotch that. Look how stunning. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, Patty, I feel it. I mean, we played with it last Saturday, crafting together, but oh, okay, let's pull in a different designer paper. Let's pull in Thoughtful Journeys. So these are the patterns that I pulled from the Thoughtful Journeys designer paper. And it looks absolutely gorgeous on just the paper itself. But when we take it up a notch, this is the opposite side of that pattern. Adding Petunia Pop. Yes, please. So this is Thoughtful Journeys with Petunia Pop. This is Thoughtful Journeys with Balmy Blue. And so you take that paper, let's pull in and play. Let's pull in some Petunia Pop. Oh no, I'm going to start with Fresh Freesia on this one. Oh, that's so pretty. And then we're going to come in with some maybe Petunia Pop. Yeah. I was debating if I wanted to do Berry Burst or Petunia Pop. Let's try Petunia Pop. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, you guys. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. Ah! Okay. Let's try fresh on this. Where did I put my fresh? I just had my fresh freesia. Literally just had it. Here it is. Turned it on its side. Okay. Fresh freesia. That one doesn't quite stand out. Let's bring in Petunia again. Yeah, it's the Petunia that pulls. It's the Petunia that pulls those colors. We're gonna do the blue one, and I think I'm gonna do Misty on this one. I don't quite need Night of Navy. Let's see what Misty looks like. We'll start with Misty and add maybe Night of Navy or Secret Sea. Okay. We definitely want a darker one on that, but that gives it a nice soft look. The craft ink would have looked nice on that one. I didn't cut another one of that one, but the craft ink would have looked really pretty on that one. Night of Navy. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, you guys. I am telling you. So pretty. Okay, now here's one of designer papers that I didn't think I would be able to pull off. But look at the beautiful gallery on that designer paper. The one that had it's the opposite side of the vase with the flowers. Look how Calypso Coral looks on that. So I pulled these, and I think I'm going to do cloud cover on this one. Oh my gosh. Got to be careful because this one, it broke down the fibers. But circling in motion, look at the magic happening there. Yes, please. Oh, I can put the craft ink over the blue. Okay, we'll go back to that and see. Yes, please. That is the opposite side of that one. And let's see, what color should we try with this one? What do you guys think on this one? I don't think I pulled any of the greens. Let's try maybe Lost Lagoon. Let me pull my Lost Lagoon. Let's see what Lost Lagoon looks like. Oh, the magic is happening. I mean, come on. Oh, Cajun Craze. That would have been on this one, Patty. Cajun Craze on this one. Let me grab my Cajun Craze. I have not grabbed that one yet. Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna allow the time, and we're gonna allow people to pick the colors. But I mean, come on, from the beautiful gallery designer paper. Should I add Cajun Craze to the top of this? Okay, little Cajun on top of the Calypso. Okay. Oh my God. this out of the way. Oh, yeah. That pretty much sealed the deal right there. Yep. Lining a little tiny bit of navy or secret sea on the lagoon one. Okay. Wait. I did lagoon on that one, right? Okay, let's try. Let's pull in some secret sea. Yep. That just makes it pop. Look at that, friends. So pretty. So pretty. So that is gallery designer paper. And I also pulled, that's Thoughtful Journey. Oh, Beautiful Bokeh. So I pulled Beautiful Bokeh designer paper and did that. So we have, oh, look at that one. Okay, yeah, let's play with this one. So we've been playing with the embossed side. Let's do both the embossed and debossed side. You can see the indentation. So I'm gonna allow the, ooh, hello. Oh man, what side? Oh, I think I grabbed those anyway. I did grab that one. So let's do this one. And I mean, seriously, it never ends. It absolutely never ends. I'm telling you, Patty has me addicted. Absolutely addicted. It never ends. And I literally hope you guys pull your designer papers out and just have fun with it, because just adding the little extra background to that would be fantastic. Let's see. Let's try maybe Coastal Cabana on this one. Let's see what Coastal Cabana does. That gives it such a nice tropical, absolutely tropical. I hope this shows up on camera. And then we might go in with some Summer Splash. Literally, I have like all my ink pads all in a bucket here, except for some of them. Let me grab Summer Splash. When I can impress Patty, I am happy. Got a little heavy-handed again, just lightly going in at an angle. I mean, come on. Let's do, okay, let's do some purples. Let's do some purples. Let's do Highland Heather. Grab Highland Heather. And it just slightly, softly brings that background to life. And because of the background on that, we're going to need to do maybe something darker like Gorgeous Grape. And I'm just going to lightly add some color. And it pulls those petals to life. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Ah, so addicting. Let's see, did I pull any other? I think those are the only designer papers that let's play with some more yellow. Haven't done yellow yet. Let's do some crushed curry on the yellow. No, let's bring some orange. Timid Tiger. We haven't played with Timid Tiger yet. Where's my Timid Tiger? I didn't grab that one. Hold on. Timid Tiger. Let's try Timid Tiger on this one. We're going to start with our emboss side. Oh my God, you guys. You guys, come on. It never, ever, ever stops. I absolutely would love to know your favorite color combo that you can come up with. But I mean, it never stops. And it's just paper. It's seriously 2-second cards, as Patty said. Absolutely amazing. So I have a bunch of panels that I have. We're going to do the white craft ink. Let's pull our Misty Moonlight one. And I'm going to show you white ones too. Like white panels. Let's pull our white craft ink. And I can never find my Wink of Stella when I absolutely did this. I did this last weekend and I can never find my Wink of Stella when I want it. But what I did was I flicked Wink of Stella on it when I was done with it. Okay, gonna bring in our white craft ink. Okay, so a touch of navy first. Okay, I love that. Let's do that. Where is my Night of Navy? Here we go. We're going to do a touch of navy first, and then we're going to go over it with white. So we're going to darken it up. Absolutely gorgeous. Add our navy. And even Secret Sea would have looked nice with this as well. And then we're going to, see, you get inky fingers, but that's okay. We like playing with ink. Now we're going to come in and touch it up with the whites. That might not work. That unfortunately did not work. Let me come in with my craft ink and do my circle motions. Yeah, that just turns my ink spot, unfortunately. So I'm gonna definitely have to add some more white craft ink to this. Let me add my white craft ink to this. That unfortunately did not work for me. Did I do something? No, it's totally fine, Patty. I just need to find my craft white ink and we'll clean that up really quick. That's okay. This is all about trial and error, seriously. We're going to add some white craft ink to that. So definitely want to start with your white and keep it at that if you're going to do the white. It's okay. We are going to fix our craft ink. That's a good point. Because it's embedded in the cardstock, it probably needed to dry overnight before adding the white ink. And you can even flick white spots on it. You can certainly take a paintbrush or one of our water painters and not add the water and just flick the craft ink on top of it. That would be fantastic too. Let's move on. Let's work on playing with some white ones. So we have our white sunflowers. And let me show you some fun, kind of like red, white, and blue patriotic, since 4th of July is next week. Look at this one. This one was Strawberry Slush and Night of Navy. Look how gorgeous that is. And then this one was Cloud Cover with Strawberry Slush. And this one was Strawberry Slush, Night of Navy, and Timid Tiger. Look how fun those are. Isn't the patriotic one so cool? Love it. So, friends, what color would you guys like to see on the white? So we played with the Strawberry Slush, we played with Cloud Cover. Let me show you really quick on how I did the Cloud Cover with the Strawberry Slush. Again, I came in with my Cloud Cover ink spot. Slush and Poppy. Okay. We'll do that one next, Patty. We'll do Slush and Poppy. I mean, the ink spots really pick up on the emboss side. And then Strawberry Slush might be still in my bucket. Pick that color that usually sits on your shelf. Oop. Kind of dropped the ink pad there. Definitely want to have control of your hand and kind of come in at an angle. See, look at the Strawberry Slush. I've been using that one a lot. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's play with, she said, Slush and Poppy. Okay. We're going to do Slush and Poppy, and then we'll do Fresh Freesia next for Jan. If you're in the chat, type in what color combo you would love to do. I mean, even Slush is so pretty. And then we're going to come in with some Poppy. I have to pull Poppy off of my shelf. And then we're going to just... Oh, yeah. Yep. I keep dropping it. But, I mean... Come on, friends. Look how gorgeous that is. And then we're going to do a Fresh Freesia for Jan. So soft, so pretty. And that's all that one even needs. Look how gorgeous that is. Hello. Ugh. I mean, this is where the addiction comes into play. Come on. Oh, we haven't played with Seafoam yet, and let me show you Petal Pink as well. Absolutely addicting and gorgeous and fun. Let's play with some Seafoam. These are colors that I typically, they sit on my shelf. And I think oh no, hold up. I was going to do Lost Lagoon because typically my eye wants to go to greens and blues. I know. See, I was going to do Lost Lagoon. Okay, let's go ahead and do Lost Lagoon. Since that's where my mind wanted to go. I was originally going to go to purples on that. But I've got to find my Lost Lagoon pad. There's my white. I think I may have buried my Lost Lagoon. No. Hold, please. I cannot find. Did I put it back on the shelf? No, I did not. I have no idea what I just did with my Lost Lagoon. So, oh, it's over here. Found it. Found my Lost Lagoon. Okay. Oh my God. That turns it so tropical and so fun. These are colors I typically would not do, but I absolutely fell in love with that. What if we add some blue to that? Or even Pretty Peacock. I'm going to do one with Pretty Peacock and one with the blue. Here's Pretty Peacock. I will get the hang of this. I've only been playing with this for a little bit. I'm keeping it real with you. Let's try Secret Sea on this one. Let's just pop up some Secret Sea. Cabana and Peacock. Okay. On this one, Patty. Oh, okay. This is a great tip. If you're turning your paper around, it will help with the lines. Absolutely. Yes, on this one. Okay, so Coastal Cabana. Oh yeah, that helps. If you even like rotate that. So that's with Lost Lagoon, Coastal Cabana, and we're gonna hit it with Peacock. Oh, I was wondering why the color wasn't going on. Pro tip, push your ink pad forward. Oh, I think this one might be my favorite. This one might be my favorite. So this one was Lost Lagoon, then Coastal Cabana, then Pretty Peacock. Stop it right there. This is this one, and I think the patriotic ones, and then the blue. Oh, I didn't show you these ones. This one was cloud cover base. I mean, these two right here are like my favorite. I didn't show you that one. So this one is cloud cover base with misty moonlight and azure afternoon. And this one is the deboss side with azure afternoon and blueberry bushel. I mean, stop it right there. You guys. I mean, come on. We could sit here for hours and come up with color combos. Endless possibilities, as Patty said. Absolutely. I hope that let's put some of these on card bases. So let's go ahead and I have a handful of card bases here. So let's put my favorites that on card bases so you can kind of see what we got. We have this one is one of my favorites. This one is my favorite. I think that one is. And let's do Fresh Freesia for Jan. Let's pull in one of the designer paper ones. Let's see. Okay, so typically, let's start with this one. This one right here. So typically, I would go to cloud cover. That looks pretty. But I have found that you have that option. You can put it on a misty moonlight, but pull in a color that my eye would want to go to Strawberry Slush. Hold on, let me show you Strawberry Slush really quick. So here it is with Strawberry Slush. It's pretty, but I love it with the darker, bright, bolder color. So there is that, which is Mango Melody, or not Mango Melody. Hold on, Melon Mambo. See, I don't even play with that. Patty loves it on. Patty's pulling a blue over a pink. Woo! Look how fun that is. So we're going to go ahead and put this one on blue. And let's pull our other one like this. Hold, please. And we'll put that one on Melon Mambo. That's a good point. Patty said it brings the red, white, and blue feel. There we go. Oh, wait. Hold, please. Do I have... Let me see something really quick. No. I'm doing something off screen so you guys can't see. Let me see something really quick. I just want to see what it would look like on Highland Heather. It almost looks more purple when you pull it into the Highland Heather. Look how gorgeous. Oh, this one, or we could put the Petunia Pop on the Highland Heather. That's pretty. The second one is perfect on Mambo. Okay. There we go. Love that. Love that. Let's play. Let me see what the Darling Duckling one. Oh, let's put, that's too yellow, too much yellow. I know, hold please, I have my whole pile of flowers over here really quick. That would be pretty on the Mossy Meadow for a darker look. Just playing. Let me see. Well, I'll play off screen. Be sure to head out to my blog post tomorrow so you can see what color bases. But I mean, come on, there's so many options with designer paper. This one is probably gonna go, I didn't grab all my card bases. That one will probably go on Pretty Peacock. But I mean, come on. Oh, that's a good point. Basic beige is a perfect color when you can't find the color that you love. Okay, let me grab some basic beige candles. Just one second. One sec. I've got to find my basic beige pieces. I put them in a different area. Here we go. Okay. Hang on. Let's pull a basic beige when you can't find the right color. Oh, I should have scored first. Pro tip, when you are wanting 2 card bases, score first at 5.5 and then cut at 4 1/4 if you do a top folding. If you do standard, score at 4 1/4. I know. Score first. Okay. Now this one would be fantastic on basic beige. Look how pretty that is. Just something soft and subtle. And here we go. Nice soft subtles. Absolutely love that. And I'm going to be playing all afternoon. So again, for the finished products, some tips and stuff like that, the replay will be on my blog tomorrow at cardsbytlc.com. If you have not subscribed to my blog, please do so. That way you get notified anytime I do a blog post. But friends, I absolutely hope that you love this as much as I do, as much as Patty does. And again, please be sure to check out Patty's video. It is linked in my YouTube description box below. Please be sure to grab your sunflower embossing folder. You definitely want to have that in your cart first thing on Tuesday. It is item number 166145. So please be sure to head on over there. If you happen to be up at midnight or 11 and you're on the West Coast, order it. Hop online and order it. It is available as of midnight Mountain Time, 11 o'clock East Coast or West Coast time. So please be sure to grab that. We want you to be able to play with this and really love as much as I do. I hope that you enjoyed today's projects. I hope that you enjoyed today's technique. If you do try a color, please tag me. Please send it to me. Send it to me on at Cards by TLC. So I'm on Cards by TLC on all social media platforms. And if you love what I've shown you today, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up, and then switch your notification bell to all so you'll get notified when I upload my videos, when I'm going live. It continues to help grow my channel, and I really appreciate you all so much for doing that. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Please stay cool out there. It is absolutely hot throughout the entire United States. So please stay cool, and I will see you all next time for more creative fun. Bye, everyone.